All right, in this video I have the EXO drone Black Hawk Mini 2, and there are 3 versions of this, and we'll go over that later. And I don't have the one with the obstacle avoidance. Notice there's no sensors in the front and back, and we'll go over the different models that the EXO is delivering. And if you look around here, it says it has a 1.3 inch sensor, 48 megapixel camera on the front, and then right here you see the EXO and then Hubsan underneath that. So this is pretty much just a rebranded Hubsan Zino. And again, we follow the 3 models that the Zino has, and EXO Drones has 3 models also, and we'll go over the pricing of all of them. So the main difference is, of course, it's black, and they put some gold stickers on here and a little Black Hawk, their design on front. But other than that, this is a Zino Mini Pro. And let me show you here what all came in the box. All right, here's a controller, just like the Zino Mini Pro, except it's black, and it has the Black Hawk right here. Here's the box that came with it, and here's the case. Just like the Mini Pro, it had this cage at the bottom, extra control sticks, extra propellers, and screwdriver, manuals, and here's the battery charger. It says multi-charger on the website, but whenever you buy one battery, just like with the Zino, you get one charger. You do get a charging hub whenever you buy multiple batteries when you purchase the Zino. I did not see the multiple battery hub on their website. I would hope that if you purchase more than one battery, that they did include that hub. So let me know if you have one, if they included it, and if not, you have to charge one at a time on this, and it takes a long time to charge. And that's about it. And it does say EXO on the bag. Looks like that's a sticker also. So it looks like Hubsan made them a black Zino and pretty much said, here, put your stickers on it, you can rebrand it. They have the rights to sell them in the US, so this is what you're getting. Okay, so real quick, if you're really thinking about buying one of these, let me show you what you're actually getting. So again, the Hubsan Zino's been out for a while, and they now can they have the rights to sell the Hubsan Zino. They rebranded it and now call it the Black Hawk. All right, so the Zino Mini Pro came in 3 different models. There was the Pro, there was the Mini SE, and then the Mini. So first it came out with the Pro, and the Pro is the one that had the obstacle avoidance, the 1/1.3 inch sensor, and supposed to shoot in RAW. And that one I was able to get for about $578. EXO Drone's equivalent is the EXO Pro, and that is $729 once you choose with the obstacle avoidance, and that's what you're getting. And then the Zino came out with the Mini SE, and that one had a smaller sensor, a 1/26 inch sensor, did not shoot in RAW, does not have obstacle avoidance, and that one came in a lot cheaper, and I was able to get that for about $330. And the EXO Mini is coming in at $499. That's the equivalent drone. So, and then Zino came out with just a regular Zino Mini, and that was the exact same drone as the Pro, except for they took out the obstacle avoidance. So just by taking the obstacle avoidance out, that dropped the price. I was able to get one for about $510 without just the drone itself, no extra batteries. And right now you can get one on eBay for about $592, and that comes with 2 batteries. If you go with the EXO starts at $649 with 1 battery. And again, before I was able to buy that same drone for about $510. All right, with all that said, the main differences in the EXO models is that the Pro and the Pro with obstacle avoidance both shoot in RAW, both have the same camera. It's just that the one does not have obstacle avoidance. And the cons of this drone is the auto white balance is not very good. It tends to show a lot of blue. You can't switch from 4:3 to 16:9 in your photos. When you take a 48 megapixel, it makes a 4:3 picture, but that's the only time. And one thing about this is Hubsan said to update the obstacle avoidance like every week or so, and it doesn't always work, and I have actually smashed one of the Zinos that I had into the wall. The obstacle avoidance is just not very reliable. Another thing is the RAW that you're using. My RAW files come out extremely green on any of the models that I bought, so I'm sure it's not just my drone. Maybe it's my software, but I know with any DJI drones or anything else that shoots in RAW, I don't have a problem with green RAW files. And as for the Zino Mini, you have the same white balance issues. You don't shoot in RAW, but again, the RAW doesn't do very good for the Zino Pro anyway, so why worry about it? It does not have obstacle avoidance, but again, the obstacle avoidance is not that great on the Zino Mini Pro or the EXO Pro, so why bother? Now, there are some things about the Mini that you would think would be in the Mini Pro that are not, and they're only with the Mini, and that is it has SD card support, so you don't have to worry about just internal memory. You do have an SD card that you can pop in there. You do have image preview before you're taking off. You don't have that with the Pro and the Pro without obstacle avoidance. I think it was due to heat issues. Those seem to be things that you should be able to do in a Pro. If you weren't allowed to do it in one model or the other, you would think that the Pro you'd be able to do it. And one big thing is upgrading. When you're upgrading the Pro models, you have to disconnect the drone from the controller and plug straight into your phone to do your upgrades. You don't have to do this with other drones, and you don't have to do that with the EXO Mini. So again, that's something that you'd think that would be in the Pro version that is in the regular version or the Mini. And another thing I don't like is if I want to try to review the pictures, I have to bring the drone down, plug it into my phone for me to preview the picture. So there's no way of me to know for sure that I got the shot while I'm in the air. You have to bring it down and connect to the phone to do that, and that kind of makes no sense. All right, let's just get in the air and we'll go over some of the things while it's in the air. And I'm not going to fly too far. It's very windy out today. Okay, let's just check out. We'll just take a few pictures. Again, I'm not taking it too far. Put it right there. And notice how blue the screen is. We'll take a picture just like this. And it is windy. Take another one. Let's see what I'm set to. Make sure I'm set to JPEG. Here I am set to RAW. We'll see if this DNG turns out to be green. So we'll put that back to JPEG, and we'll go down here and we'll show you 48 megapixels. Gotta turn HDR off first. Takes a little longer, but now it's done. So this should be 48 megapixels. So this is the only way to get a full frame type of shot. The rest are going to be 16:9. You have to choose 48 megapixels. And let's go with H-log. Flattens out the profile. And we'll just go ahead and go back into regular and HDR for video. Hit record. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about here. If you look, the colors just seem to be off. They're not as bad as they used to be, but they're still a bluish tint. If I tilt up and go up and show the sky, you'll see it start to turn green again. Go up a little more. Go slow. Let's make sure we're set to auto. Everything's auto, white balance is auto. Hit record again. Looks like it's not even turning green right now. It's keeping that bluish tint. Let's go this way. There we go. This one's a little greener this way. Tilt it down slowly and you'll see the color change. Still green. And notice how the colors of the green have changed, even though it's in auto. You can definitely see when you're going from starting to change now. So it looks like as long as I have some sky in the picture, I get the green to come out the way it's supposed to. And as soon as I take some of that out, look at that, the colors just change into a bluish tint. And you can make it to where it doesn't do that by going in your profile, white balance, and changing it. Look how cool it was. You can change it to say 4700 or whatever looks good to you. You can even go a little warmer. It's too warm. Let's go to right around, let's go to 55. So if you set it manually, you'll keep the same white balance and you don't have to worry about it changing. But when you set it to auto, it will, let's hit record. When you set it to auto, it will make a difference whenever you're changing scenes on how your white balance is going to work. All right, I'm not going to go over all the different modes of this. You can check out my videos on the Hubsan Zino. But yeah, you have all your same features as the Zino. Again, it's the same drone. The only difference is they have the rights to it, so everything is the same. My issue that I have is I did contact EXO Drones on Facebook customer support and asked them about who's going to be handling the support, who's going to be handling the new releases and stuff like that, and told them a few issues that we had, and they pretty much told me it was an upper management thing and that they weren't sure who's going to handle that. If I'm contacting a company and you tell me that you don't know what upper management's going to do, I didn't ask you that. I'm asking EXO Drones. So that's kind of strange to me that they would say that. So that tells me that they have no plans to help in the software development or anything like that. They're just rebranding the drone. So all the problems that you have with the Zino are not going to be fixed with them. You'll get better customer support on, I guess, replacing this drone and stuff like that. But as far as fixing things on the drone, it's still through Hubsan. So just know that it's been this long for this mini drone and it still has the same problems that it had before. To me, some people might say it's not a big deal. They only shoot in JPEG. They don't have a problem shooting manual. They don't have a problem with the screen turning off. Don't have a problem with not being able to preview the images. And I do, because if I'm sitting here and I want a shot and I zoom down, I take a shot here and I say, I don't know if it was framed up good. There's no way of me reviewing this picture. If I hit on the pictures, it tells you that the motor aircraft is working, so this function is not available. So again, I can't preview my images, so I just got to bring it down and hope that I got everything that I needed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit return home. See how close it gets to the pad. Make sure I got the search for apron on. It's on. Just looking for it. Found it. Now it's going to adjust. It's moving over. And just like all the Hubsan drones, it gets close and then just comes straight down. So I'm moving it manually to get it over the pad. That's with all the Zinos they've had in the past. They've all been like that. It'll get to a certain point and then it'll say I'm over it, and then just land. And if it's not right over the pad, it won't hit it, but you can manually take over. And here's the warning that it turns off your FPV to save power. Understood. Alright, that's it. It's been long enough. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think about EXO drones rebranding the Zino Mini Pro. And leave your comments down below. And let me know what you think. And please like, subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.